I'm Tom. I'm an account executive at Mentioneer. I joined the company about 4.5 years ago, initially into a prospecting role after a grad assessment day, and then have moved into the AE role for about 3 years now. Dad and I cycled from Land's End to John O'Groats, finishing a couple of weeks ago. We basically went down to Penzance, which is just off the coast, spent the night there, and then made 14 days up to John O'Groats in a big group of about 30 of us. And also we did decide to raise money for Bowel Cancer UK, and we actually ended up raising £3,000, which was awesome. We're really, really happy about that. There was some amazing scenery that obviously I probably would never have gone to, particularly in the Scottish Highlands and Scottish National Parks. There's some amazing roads, particularly in between areas like Moffat and Kinross. There were a few particular climbs which were very challenging. There was one in particular called the Lect in Scotland, which went up to a ski resort, which was incredibly steep. That day was also very hot and there were lots of flies, so you're sort of battling with the heat and flies, and obviously you're climbing quite a bit, so it's quite a steep ascent. And also obviously you're doing it for 14 days consecutively. There's no better preparation than hours in the saddle, so a lots of time at weekends was obviously dedicated to Dad and I going out on the bike. And I also quit drinking for 3 months, which was definitely like a big shift in being able to be a bit more proactive at the weekends. We had brilliant support from family, friends, colleagues. The senior leadership who mentioned me were particularly supportive, mainly in their curiosity and interest about the ride. It was really nice to have lots of supportive comments, but also people being really curious about it. And also the really generous donations were really greatly supported by Dad and I, and that was a sort of a real boost as we were on the ride. And also I was also afforded a bit of time, as well as the sort of 2-week trip, but before and afterwards to prepare and recover, which was needed and appreciated.